This is your host, Hunter Zaccagnini.
And Tyre Richardson.
And welcome to Emor News on March 15th, 44 BC. As always, we're going to be talking about the daily happenings of your beautiful home, Rome. As you know, today is the Feast of Lupercal. I hope everyone out there is having a good time with their family and eating like it's a buffet.
Today we'll be going through the daily weather forecast, sports events from the previous day, and more about the Feast of Lupercal. We'll be also going in depth with Julius Caesar's preparation toward his new position.
Today shall be a great day filled with lots of celebrating by our hardworking townspeople, and we will dedicate these next few moments to talk about the festival.
The Feast of Lupercal is a day-long festival which we will honor the goddess Pan, who is the goddess of fertility, and recognize the importance of her repealing all the negative karma of our empire. Townspeople will express gratitude toward this god by going through rituals and participating in various events.
Boat races, eating competitions, and animal sacrifices are only some of the activities that will take place in the Colosseum at noon. An animal sacrifice ritual will also take place as priests will slaughter goats, then have two youths of noble birth touch their foreheads with a bloody knife and have them wipe the stain using wool dipped in milk. The youths, after laughing, will have their foreheads wiped and cut the goat's skin into strips. The ritual is concluded when the kids are to hit one who meet them with the whip.
Townspeople also honor Caesar in his triumph over Pompey by decorating his statue with flowers and delicacies. He has recently received a crown during Lupercalia, which is an act that is widely interpreted as a sign that Caesar aspired to make himself king and was gauging the reaction of the crowd, but some disapprove of this recent news. Now we will send it to Allison for the daily weather forecast.
Thank you, Tyre. Today the forecast shows signs of scalding winds that are splitting the trees. The ocean is swelling with rage and foam, and the clouds seem threatening. This seems to be the worst storm we have had yet. There have also been strange occurrences in the capital, with random fires, ghostly women, and men catching on fire randomly. Casca, can you inform us of all these strange occurrences?
I saw this guy walking down the street whose hand was on fire. He didn't get burned or anything. Then there was these women that looked like ghosts that were frightened and saying there were men walking down the street on fire. It was crazy.
Well, thank you, Casca, for taking your time. Now back to Tyre Richardson with sports.
Thank you, Allison, and now we will be discussing the recent sports events from the previous day. The daily sports events in Rome are a form of expression of peace and being able to be yourself, as most people work very hard every day, and when they finish, all they want to do is watch the highly anticipated boxing match or the intense chariot races. Let's start things off with some field hockey. Yesterday morning, the Gladiators played the Monarchs in a tough game throughout, as Augustus III made the first two goals for the Gladiators, but Urban was able to hit back-to-back goals to tie up the game going into intermission. With time running out, the Gladiators were able to pull off a game-winning goal by Antonius to give the Gladiators their 25th straight victory and their 7th field hockey championship in 9 years. In the recent gladiator fight, there were 150 participants in the 5-minute battle, in which if you survive, you pass. Or if you finish off all the gladiators, you win. And out of all 150 participants, only 10 survived, and they will be moving on to the Rome Showdown in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening to your daily sport report, and we'll send it back to your house.
Welcome back for your political news. As you all know, recently Julius Caesar was named dictator in perpetuity by the Senate. We heard rumors that Julius might not have attended the meeting with the Senate, according to multiple sources.
Rumors are saying that his wife had a strange nightmare connecting Julius and today, which is the Ides of March.
Julius Caesar has been preparing to invade the Parthian Empire, and he will leave for the west later this week. And as dictator of the Roman Republic, we can believe he will use his power to govern us and be the best possible leader he can be.
Although Julius was warned, he decided to go to the meeting either way. This shows that he's willing to sacrifice himself for the better of the empire. Now we will send it to Joel, who's at the scene of the meeting with them.
Thank you, Tyre. I'm currently in front of the Senate, waiting for the arrival of Julius Caesar. Although, at first, there was rumors of Julius not attending the meeting, we recently discovered he will go through with his plans to attend and make his first appearance in public since being named dictator of the Roman Republic. We expect Caesar to inform us about his plans for future propositions to improve Roman life, as well as plans to invade Parthia. We foretell him to give a great worthy speech, and that will clue us in on his further attention. Back to you.
Thank you, Joel. Opening in the eastern part of the city is a brand new city cultural center. Many people are excited because it has been almost a decade since the last city center was opened.
In other news, Rome has recently just passed a new law in which gives Julius Caesar the power to require any senator to be expelled or suspended of a crime. This new length of suspension would be determined by the judge overseeing the trial. Julius Caesar also has the ability to add new individuals to the patricians.
One moment. We just got reports that our dictator Julius Caesar has been murdered. We have live footage of the event.
Thank you, Tyre. I'm here at the scene with the plebeian where Julius has just been tragically murdered. Here's a plebeian who saw what happened. So, plebeian, how long have you been a plebeian for?
Well, I've been a plebeian all my life, and I'm very hardworking.
No, you're not. You're just overhyping yourself.
Okay, well, I work all day long. I work about 10 hours a day, and I think me and my fellow plebeians deserve more recognition for what we do.
What is this? A free empire? Anyways, what are your thoughts on what happened to Julius Caesar?
It was a very tragic sight to see our beloved dictator die. I think it was also very tragic to see one of his closest companions kill him. And I think that it's going to affect our government a lot because no one knows what's going to happen from now on.
How do you believe the people of Rome will respond to what happened in these incidents?
I'm completely sure that most of Rome is shocked right now because they don't know what's going to happen. I think everyone is panicking right now because they don't know who's going to take over, what's going to happen with the government, and I think that's just going to ruin the government as a whole.
Thanks, Dud. You heard it here from the boy first. Back to you, Hunter.
Report, Joel. Live, here after the death of Julius Caesar, there seems to be a lot of panic. People are wondering what is going to happen to the Senate and to the people who murdered Julius Caesar. This is truly a devastating day for Rome. Who would have ever thought that right after Julius Caesar became dictator, this would happen? The most recent news we have received is that Brutus, Decius, and Cassius are the murderers, and they are trying to get Senate and everyone to calm down and explain why it was a good thing to kill Julius Caesar. This is extremely tragic, and we will now have a moment of silence for Julius Gaius Caesar. And we'd like to thank you for watching our daily happenings with us. We will be back tomorrow with more updates about the devastating assassination.